Do you ever feel like that you're living in quiet desperation, as Henry David Thoreau coined it? Do you ever feel like the life that you so deeply wanted never materialized? Do you ever feel like the life of your dreams is just that, a dream that you will never attain, that will never become real? But what if it is not too late? What if it's possible, not only in your imagination, but in reality, to live the life that you want, to live the life that you were intended for, to live a life with purpose, to live a life with fulfillment, to live a life of contribution, to live a life of service, to live a life of your dreams. In this video, we're continuing in our journey of covering the book by Mr. Jon Assaraf titled Having It All, and we're going to cover chapter 7, which is called Design the Life of Your Dreams. Henry Ford said, "One of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do." What if that is true for you? That one day, to your greatest delight, is to find out that you are capable of doing the very thing that you're afraid to do. As I've stated several times before, this channel is about what you think, how you think, and when you think about the right things, and that thought process, that mental work leads to growth. With that growth, you want to contribute, you want to serve, you want to give. And we talk about living the life of your dreams. It is not, in my opinion, a life where you are being self-indulgent and just thinking about yourself, having selfish ambitions, but using that life, using that abundance, using that joy, using that found purpose to help other people. Having said that, in the book, the author states that we all need a vision for our lives. And we need to feel that our life has meaning and it has purpose. So let me ask you this. If you could have it all, what would you do and be in your life? What would you buy? What would you give? What would you dare to do? Would you travel? Are you able to imagine your life without limits? What is your burning desire? If you close your eyes, quiet down, and listen to your intuition, listen to your spirit, listen to your soul, and ask yourself, what is my burning desire? Are you living out that burning desire now? You or I living in quiet desperation is not going to help anybody. The more alive we are, the healthier we are, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, the better position we are to actually contribute and help other people. Designing the life that you want is not about comparing yourself to other people, because a life of purpose, a life of success can be different to different people, but is rather being deliberate and taking the time to think about how you want to design the life that you want. To do it now, so that in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you're not looking back at your life regretting that you never pursued what you really wanted to do while you're here on earth. What if you could get up every morning and be able to say, I get to go to work, rather than I have to go to work? What if you could wake up doing the thing you love and call it work? If you don't take time to decide for yourself, someone else probably will. And for a lot of people, it is just circumstances. And the longer you wait, I believe the harder it is to gain that awareness and to take the necessary steps and action to actually change. So let's try and do it today. People tend to be afraid that they cannot reach their goal. So because of that, they don't take any action. A lot of times when we set a goal, it is something we haven't done before, and the bigger the goal, science says, the harder sometimes it is for us to really believe that we can attain that goal. And because it's out of our comfort zone, and specifically and especially if we have to do something to attain that goal, our subconscious mind will put on the brakes because it's something new, it is something different, it is something uncomfortable, and the mind is trying to keep us safe, and it says, let's not go there. So a lot of people do not take action. That's why often, as a side point, it's important to have small action steps, incremental steps that you can use as leverage so that that big goal down the line, down the road, a year from now, 2 years from now, will not seem so unattainable. And also, if you are not in a place you want to be, you being honest about that, don't beat yourself up. It is what it is. And I believe a mindset, a belief system that helps me is wherever you are today, you are there for a reason. It is where you need to be. You've had the experience you need to have. You've gone through what you've gone through so that you become just the right type of person to go to where you're designed to go. So the practical we're going to do, if you choose to accept the mission, is to complete your life design matrix. In this matrix, you want to make sure you have a pen, something to write on, and you want to make sure that you don't focus on your problems, but your vision. The more specific you are, the better. Be clear and precise, and put them in the present tense. When you're writing your life, when you're describing it, writing in the present tense, neuroscience shows that when you read this in the present tense, it does something to the mind and the mind's ability to actually believe it and for you to achieve it. Be focused on what you want, not how you will get it. Use your imagination and create the picture in your mind. Imagine if it was real. Like, how would you feel? How would you feel if that was really yours? Maybe you had a job where you could spend lots of time with your kids, or maybe you had a job that you felt that you're helping people in developing nations, or maybe you had a job where you felt so alive and so excited and so passionate, you can use your creativity. How would you feel? When you describe your relationships, your relationship with your spouse, how would you feel? So create your one-page cohesive description of your life design matrix. In this life design matrix, you can add any areas of your life that you think you want to focus on. It could be your family, it could be a relationship, it could be a significant other, your career, your business, spirituality, finances, anything that's important to you. Write it in the present tense. And what I recommend, and this is something I'm trying to do, and it's very, very easy, but it's not always that simple. And that is, you take this piece of paper, this magic paper. You can believe that is magic. You can believe that has magical powers. You've written in present tense, and you read it to yourself every morning and every night. And you take a moment to just feel the emotion. Like, if this was actually your life, how would you feel? How would you think? How grateful would you be? Who would you want to thank? Who would you want to serve? Who would you want to give back to? And maybe collectively, if we did this, went through our fear, built our faith, lived the life we want, we wouldn't be people living in quiet desperation, in pain, sadness, anger, bitterness, but people living joyful lives. And in these lives of purpose and doing something that we believe we're designed to do, we would grow more and more into a person that we always was intended to become. And with that growth, we continue to contribute. We continue to serve so that we all do our part to live out the legacy we want to leave behind. Hopefully this was helpful. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up. Hope to see you next time.